Yes, good morning, my people. I greet you all. There is a quick message that I have for all my fans and listeners worldwide. You know, the other day we were making a discussion about culture and tradition and omenani and ordinary. You know, most times our problem in these definitions are the way they use the English language to teach us Igbo. That is what we are suffering in some explanations. Culture is ordinary. Tradition is omenani. So you have to understand it. I want to clarify it so that you understand it very clear. Culture is ordinary. Tradition is omenani. Because I have discovered that English language misunderstanding and not understanding English language is what our problem. Why I took time to make this video in English version is to make you to understand it better. Culture is the things we met in our environment as a human being. That is ordinary. Ordinary is the things we met in our land. Human being is ordinary. Because you cannot talk or narrate how human being came into existence. Fowl, goat, lion, sheep, donkey, elephant. Those trees in the bushes that you don't know how it came to existence are all ordinary. Water, land, air, fire, these things are ordinary because you don't know how they came to existence. You also came in as a human being and met it. It's called ordinary. What is in our land? That's what it means. Now, if we gather as a people and decide to take some part of orgy tree and mold it as a deity, it becomes our tradition or menani, because more than 3 or 4 people have gathered and agreed on this thing. That's why when Ebukobi was talking about Perikoma sang Ordinana Nesoku, I wanted to correct him. Perikoma did not sing Ordinana Nesoku. Perikoma sang Omenana Nesoku. Our language, Igbo language is our culture, is our tradition, is Omenani, not ordinary. Because the way Nsukka man is speaking Igbo is not the way Abakaliki man is speaking Igbo, and that's not the way Igbo man is speaking Igbo, and that's not the way Owerri man is speaking, and that is not the way Ikwere man is speaking Igbo, but they're all speaking Igbo. Igbo language is our traditional language. So iyo Perikoma jiguno omenana na eso okwu bụ na ka isi kwekọrịta na anyị ga na-asụ abụrụ ka unu si asụ. Ka isi adọtu mmụọ abụrụ ka unu si adọtu. Ka isi list ihe nwaanyị a na-enye na Abaga na abụrụ ka a na-enye na Mbaise, ọ bụrụ ka a na-enye na Ọhafịa. Traditional marriage bụ omenala, and ka ndị si kwekọta ka ha esi na-eme nke ha. Ụfọdụ chọọ ka ego list ya bụrụ 20 million ọ bụrụ, it becomes their burden. Ọ ya kwekọrịta. Traditional marriage bụ omenala Igbo. Mana ọdịnala bụ ihe dị na ana anywhere, ọdịnala bụ ọdịnala anywhere. Maka na ukwu ụdara dị na Abia steeti na ukwu ụdara dị na Anambra bụ ofu ukwu ụdara ka ọ bụ. O nwere ebe ihe asize na nke dị ebe a bụrụ ụdara. Do you get the point? Otu aka ọ dị ukwu mango dị na Ikwele na ukwu mango dị na Agureri. Ukwu mango bụ ukwu mango everywhere. Lion bụ lion everywhere. Mmadụ bụ mmadụ everywhere. Ị gaghị afụ mmadụ na Ebonyi steeti, fụ mmadụ na Anambra, si na onye nọ na Anambra bụ ọzọ mmadụ, ifla bụ ọzọ mmadụ. Mmadụ bụ ọdịnala. We are a product of nature. Ị gaghị akọwa nka mmadụ si pụta ụwa. That's why I laugh when I read Genesis chapter 1. Moses, Amun, Exodus is trying to narrate how man was created. Here are all their minds. obodo ọwụna nwere myths and legend story. Akụkọ mba agaba aja mbene like nke anyị na-akọ nke anyị ka mbe si wee dọkpụrụ enyi wee je nye eze wee kpe ya nwaanyị. Mbe ya dọkpụ enyi in the real life. Ihe a bụ akụkọ ya na be a fantasy story. Every tribe have a fantasy story like that, myths and legend. Don't take a character you see in a book and say you have a personal relationship with a character you see in a book. Most of you have made the mistake. Accept it. It's wrong. You cannot say Moses, my Lord, because you met Moses in a book. You don't meet Moses in real life. St. Albert, St. Peter's, Jesus Christ, all these names you are called, you met them in a book. You had them for the first time from a book. It's just like me watching Spider-Man. After watching Spider-Man in a movie, I will have a personal relationship with Spider-Man because I'm a fan of Spider-Man. Then the movie have gotten you. So once you say you have a personal life with Jesus, Moses, all these books, St. Albert, St. Monica, the story they gave there have captured you. We all have fallen victim of these things. It's time you wake up and face reality. They called you that your ancestors are demons. You accepted. And you are casting and binding your own ancestors as demons. Then if your ancestor is a demon, what are you? You are a mini demon. Because once you cross that line of the living and the dead and joins them, you become another powerful demon. Your children will become another mini demon waiting to become a superior demon. The people that are telling you that your ancestors are demons are all homosexual. King James Version that wrote King James Bible, Pastor Bible you are reading, slept with his mother, murdered his own mother. Most of them, their ancestors are homosexuals. They plaster it in their artifacts. They don't deny their ancestors. They are proud of their ancestors. But you here, they told you your own is demon. That you now have to come and take Holy Communion and become born again so that you follow Jesus that will make you sent or make you go to heaven. Now, I want to ask you, in the real life, what are you seeing in the real life? A snake gives birth to a snake. A donkey gives birth to a donkey. A monkey gives birth to a monkey. A human being gives birth to a human being. How did they come and tell you that a God gave birth to a human being and you accepted? This is where they damaged your brain. That's why you are avoiding your ancestors. You are avoiding how your ancestors exploited their own world. But we see China today, they have exploited their own world. They use their timber and carve sticks out of it. This seat I'm sitting here was produced by an Igbo man in this Onitsha. You see how he used this osisi to make something, to design this seat and pad it with all these forms that is produced with chemical. We can become more productive if the environment is conducive for people that have brain to manifest. We have brains. Our Agbo is still speaking to people. People are getting revelation. But because there is no supportive industry, there is no human capital development from anybody or even from government, people have to venture into a daily income business just to survive. We are only surviving now in our land because Nigeria is not good. A lot of people are under brain damage. But I'm telling you that this executive seat I'm sitting here, if you see my seat in my parlor, you will think it is produced in foreign land. No, this seat was produced by somebody at MCC. I paid for it. He come here and fix it up for me. He constructed this seat that I'm sitting on. So this seat automatically mwechi. So give onye sinner. Your ancestors are evil. Your own chi is evil. Because you have been programmed to reason that way. Now, you don't know that if your ancestors are demons, that you are a mini demon waiting to join the mega demon. And these things were written by people that took you to slavery, by people that humiliated your ancestors, that are the ones writing and telling you your history because you are incapable of reasoning. That's why they changed Onitsha or Onitsha to Onisha. And if you write it in a WAEC that Onisha is not Onisha, it's Onitsha, you will fail it. And Igbo man will mark you fail. Because Onisha have taken over the real word, which is Onitsha, Igbo word. How can you come in my land and be translating my own language? Oka is no more O-K-A. It's now A-W-K-A. Aka. And you accept this garbage because you have self-inferiority complexes disturbing you. You cannot resist what you see that is wrong. Especially the one you think so because you never go cafe Jesus Jesus Igbo. Or because Oka AWKA no fake kobu. Now the original name of Oka is OKA. So the original name of Oka OKA is no asi. Because you cannot handle the truth does not make truth not to be truth. Do you get the point? You know something you know before, go home and do your own research. Ordinary be here dinani, ihe dinani, ihe iputa no wakudo nani. Iga akwa nko si bia okuko bo ordinary. Akwa oko na oko njo ekita akwa oko na oko kenke buzo puto wa. For one eke ofo ya after sem no okuko. Onye nke ọzọ asị ka ebe ọkọ sipụta si a na-akwa ifo na ịdaga aka gị. Onye nke ọzọ asị na-akwa mụ ajụ anya ajụ kedu ihe yiri akwa si na ọkụkọ ifo na confusion adịgo. Oyo ji bụrụ ọdịnala. Ihe o ji bụrụ ọdịnala bụ na ị gaghị akọwa nka o si bịa. Mana omenala ị ga-akọwa nka o si bịa. Just like ka Ebuka Obi si illustration na Ọka ada eri enwe. Ọka ada eri enwe bụ n'ime Ọka ka ndị ancestors of Ọka past ancestors a nọkọkọrịta. Because na mgbe gboo ha jere ahịa na-enwenyere ha aka wee jee ahịa. Ha wee nata wee kọkọrịta na ha ga na-eri enwe na ha ga na-asọpụrụ enwe na-enye enwe right. Otu aka ọ dị ndị na-appreciate eke. Ide mmiri nwere reason ha ji appreciate eke, they don't kill eke. Okwu ekwu na okwu alụsị nwa iyi. Now ngụnwa bụ nwa okoko pụta asachara isi sachanye gị na Central Bat pụta si na ancestors ga-amara ihe na ha demon. Mana ị na-eche na village na December na the ancestral land. Je wo ancestral mango, wo ancestral udala. Rie ancestral food. Isi na onye nke na-ekwu na our live video na ofe ọra mgbe na ọ dị ka ya bụ discovery champion of discovering of soup. No so ofe ka anyị na-discover. Onye a na-talk out of ignorance. Also ofe ka ofugoro discover na Igbo. Ọfụrụ ndị na-akwa akwa nyi na-arụ egonomi ya mmadụ kwara ya na Igbo yiri. Which I know that if we have a conducive environment and equipment, we will do more. Only here in science and technology, anybody can discover something and exploit. The purpose is Anyelugana, and anywhere in the world, the people that are doing science and technology will not ordinary. On the phenomenon. Because each other and any you cannot produce anything from the land. On the when if you bend it down, when we discover when we can exploit for mass consumption. Anywhere in the world, for production. Or a productive somebody boy anywhere nana. Well here nana. Well man de nana. Maluko is me a better life. Yeah, we will export for humanitarian use. Just like I produce my music, it gives me joy. I also must produce it for masses to listen to my kind of music. So abuni nwere call. Producing music is a all science. Because mgbe ga-apụta wetonye lead or bata wetonye bass or bata ihe ọ ga-eme wetonye drums mix together. All science. Chemistry bụ mixing of substance or mixing one or two things together to form one particular something. So on your chemistry also mixing of molecules and no. If I can bring guitar, bring bass, bring drums, bring backup voice, Chico and mix here together, produce one melody, I have produced something. I have invented something. Auto according a lot of things I may use. So you need to go back to your root to be able to become productive. Because going back to root, we're better human being, humanitarian humans on earth. It's about you use here in over. Where change your life and we're a better human beings. So that is the process of ordinary and dominant. So you cannot better human being life by each other in any way. Most Christians chadora in any way, but they are also trying to better human beings. Hanawa iruna, but they are hypocrites. That's why I don't see them as real people. A Christian a Christian keep focus on your treasures in heaven. For where your treasure is where your heart will be. Jesus, the rich man, sell everything you have and follow me. So you don't need to be rich as a Christian. A Christian is a modest man, a man who lives a modest life. That is the purpose of Christianity. It's built on forgiveness. You have to forgive 72 times 7. But a Christian, you police report. You police report or justice. You got me a lot so not a Christian. Go to one legal team, police snap. These are supposed Christians. You see why they are hypocrites. You are not representing what you are saying you are. Why are you carrying Bible when you cannot practice what is inside the Bible? And you are challenging me that is practicing my real omenani. Kai we ni la ego ezayon. O ma akwa awo aru malo onwe. Ezioku na yekwa no ye. There is no comparison to common sense. Kata tamal na yom.